Beetlejuice? Beetlejuice. Why is there another Beetlejuice?
It's the J. Craig Movie Review. Movie Review. A movie with you.
Everybody, welcome back to the J. Craig Movie Review. I'm Jay, and my young son Jesse and I saw Beetlejuice yesterday. The sequel that no one asked for, that no one wanted, but hey, Hollywood has no idea what they're doing these days and just keeps shilling out these sequels and reboots and remakes, and I'm just really tired. I think every movie I review these days is a sequel, and it's incredibly frustrating. Where is the original material? Come on, Hollywood, this is getting really boring. So Beetlejuice is a sequel to the original film, which I love. I love Michael Keaton. I mean, Michael Keaton's fantastic as Beetlejuice. He's fun, he's lively, even though he's dead. He's full of, energy, and he's just, eccentric. He's just weird, right? So this movie is a sequel to that. We have Wynona Ryder, Michael Keaton, Catherine O'Hara, Justin Theroux, or whatever his name is, Janna Ortega, who I love, and some other people scattered around. But for the most part, this takes place 30-something years later. Janna is Wynona Ryder's daughter, and they're estranged. Wynona is now doing like a TV show for the ghosts, and or for like ghost, connections with ghosts and what have you. And so they're estranged, and the movie starts off with the father, oh gosh, I can't remember his name, the husband of Catherine O'Hara. He ended up dying, and so that brings everyone together, and they go back to the house that he loved for the funeral and the viewing and stuff like that, and that's where things go crazy. This really didn't need to be made because the story is kind of all over the place. Lots of plots that really don't have, they're not fleshed out, and they just kind of end and with kind of no hoopla. So what the story's about is, outside of what I just mentioned, it's about the fiance of Beetlejuice, who the finger from the first movie that he gets the ring from, that's the fiance from his past, 600 something years ago. So she's on the hunt for him because she wants to marry him so she can become alive again. Then there's a story about a young boy who, here's a spoiler for you, he's a ghost. And he wants to do the same thing to Wynona, is steal her soul so he can become alive, and then she becomes dead. There's two of the same threads going through the movie, which, by the way, the young boy who's a ghost is a really good thread. There's a nice moment there, but it takes almost an hour to get to that. It's like, what? All right, so then you have Willem Dafoe's character, who I don't know why he's in this movie, other than he's fun and he's got some energy in this movie, but yeah, serves no purpose. He's a actor / detective or cop now in the afterlife, and now he's hunting down the lady, Monica Bacella, who is the fiance of Beetlejuice. And that's his role, hunting that down. Then you have, as you can tell, there's really just a lot of loose threads here, and it's really not, it's funny. I will say it is funny from time to time. I was laughing, I was giggling, and I didn't know what kind of movie they're making here. I couldn't understand the tone. Is it a parody? Is this a satire? Like, what are you doing? They kept poking fun at the original movie, and I'm like, oh, maybe this is like a satire. Nope, just poorly written. It feels like a Tim Burton movie to the most part, But here's the thing. Here's my biggest gripe about this movie, besides the fact that the story is kind of blah. Michael Keaton's Beetlejuice works so well in the originals because he wasn't in it very much. He's eccentric. He's full of all this crazy energy, and when you see him, you're in for a treat. Oh, here's Beetlejuice. All right, and then you get to watch Michael Keaton do his thing. This movie, he's in almost the entire movie, and so it loses a very big part of that, where it's now it just felt like Michael Keaton dressing up as Beetlejuice for Halloween. It was just him being Michael Keaton, like as a worker in the afterlife, working with Bob, the guy with the miniature head, a bunch of those guys. Yeah, so there's like one scene, where he actually sounded and acted like the Beetlejuice that we know and love. And I was like, oh, you finally found him. But then he was gone again because now he's just being Beetlejuice again without like that part of it. It really missed the mark for me in a lot of ways. At the end of the movie, my son Jesse, who likes pretty much everything for the most part, he's young, he's 10 years old, so everything is all fun for him. He turned to me and said, well, that happened. He wasn't interested. I kept looking over at him. He was just like looking at me like, what is going on here? There was like all these random scenes, like one where it's like a flashback in French cinema where it's in French, and it's like the backstory of Beetlejuice, which we don't need. Then there's a scene like in claymation where you see like what happened to the father in the plane crash and getting eaten by a shark. And okay, I get it. That was an expensive scene, so yeah, you do it like that. But even like the miniature sets that they were using, I don't know. Ultimately, I just didn't like it. While it is funny, I have a lot of problems with it just for the fact that it was made. That's my biggest problem. Anyway, hey, there's a lot of other things you can see. I hope. It's the end of summer, so something's still in the theater. Go check it out. But I would pass on Beetlejuice, and I really hope they don't make a sequel, a threequel to this, because we do not need a Beetlejuice. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, because you never know when I'm gonna do another sequel. Got one coming up soon. Better watch out. It's sequel time, baby. Sequels, reboots, remakes, rubbish. Bye now.
It's the J. Craig